Okay, well, now keep in mind, I just want to be clear. Obviously there is a severe cultural difference here. Now I believe I don't think it's much a teacher burn as much as like a teacher like exactly. So okay, so as far as I can tell, culturally speaking, this is actually kind of a semi-normal thing for Japanese visual novels. Is that a lot of times in your standard dating sim visual novel, you normally it's split between three main dating choices. You get like the cool guy, the nerdy guy, and then like the stuck-up guy, right? Now in many cases though, there's usually either a special route or an alternative route where he might have the bird flu, by the way, and apparently usually a lot of times the special route involves the teaching or the teacher characters, at least in the sense if the game or the narrative in question takes place in school. So in this case, I guess that might actually be an option, is to sleep with Kazudesu. Now yes, I did exactly 2 hours of research for this. So yeah, haha, exactly. So back, I'll get off my high horse for a moment. Just keep all that in mind. It's important information. I wonder if he has some sort of illness. I hope he's okay. Really do like the sound effects though. Somebody mentioned that earlier, but I do. I like the sound effects. Yes, it is now May. It's May 6th, and it is an elective day. So what should I do? Now, alright, now I did music class last elective day, and now of course I get another choice. Now, as I believe James mentioned, wisdom is equivalent to math, and vitality is equivalent to gym, and music class obviously builds charisma. So I've got a 10 charisma rating right now, 800 vitality, and 1 wisdom. Now, I have no idea what these particular stats actually do. I have to just sort of go by the math. You think math? You1 raised math wisdom. Yeah, I wonder. Yeah, let's do math. I'm curious. Give me dex. Yeah, let's do math. I'll do math. I'll bite. And I'm not getting this at all because, again, in real life, I am not very good at math. So this is fucking weird. Oh, hey, special time with Kazu desu. Very good. Kazu desu ne. Maybe you should review the basics a little more, Bynum. I know, I want to take you 101. Oh, yes, sir. Because I'm very nervous and blushing. Kazu desu na. Oh. Alright, so, Jared leveled up. Hell yeah. Okay, so my wisdom increased by 5. Cool. So I'm a little wiser for wear. Little embarrassed that Kazuaki-san is so handsome. He is a handsome teacher. This is so odd, and I love it. I imagine you're all well aware, but the sports festival is right around the corner. Please think about what you'll do. I'll do you. Okay. I say that with as straight a face as possible. Kazu-san. Oh, Kazu desu. Oh boy. Sports festival season already? Damn, and that's the thing too. I'm terrible at sports, so I'm sure we're gonna have a funny laugh about that too. If it were in the fall, it would conflict with cultural festivals, so it's always been in May. What are you going to do, Ryuta? I haven't decided, but probably the 3-legged race. Somebody has to. Woo! Oko-san will handle the marathon. Indeed, he will. You do have a lot of stamina, Oko-san. What about you, Sakuya? You can't possibly be expecting me to run in some race, can you? It is a sports festival. Is there an event that doesn't involve running? How about being a cheerleader? Ah, Kazu-san, always so clever, always so smart, always solving problems. Ah, the general, in other words. Very well, leave it to me. I don't think that's, there. Also, the first aid team is always short-handed, so I'm sure they could use help if any birdie still can't decide. Oh boy, I've got a lot of choices on my plate. Sakuya is pretty terrible. I am not a big fan of Sakuya. So I think we'll, at least for this run through, I think we'll try to skip Sakuya. I'm not digging Sakuya. There's not much of a love connection there. He's more like a love deterrent. I can't handle a cold shoulder like that. I need a warm shoulder to rest my weary head upon. And I don't know. My morning dove would be a good idea, but then Kazudesu, I don't know. I'm already, God. Japanese bird high school is so damn complicated. Very, very, very complicated, emotionally speaking. But we'll see. We'll see where this goes. That's all for today. Thank you, Kazudesu. So Ryuta's doing the three-legged race. Oko-san's running the marathon. And Saki is a cheerleader. Mind you, Yuya might be running the first aid tent. What should I do? I'll have to think about it. I'll have to think on it. I gotta think about it. So here we go. Sports festival. All right. Okay. Yes. I don't know where. I think he's doing first aid. I think he's doing first aid. So today's sports festival. I never did make up my mind. What should I do? Go to the... Okay. All right, here we go. So, what? Oh my God. Sex word is saying. So, okay. So I've got three-legged race with Ryuta. I've got the marathon with the goofy guy. I've got the Sakuya with the cheerleaders. First aid tent is Yuya. That would be the librarian bird, or the bookish bird. And the library. I'm not sure. Really? The library? Yeah, it is a library. It is an option. God, this is so hard. Well, I know I don't want to be with Sakuya. I know that much. Not interested. Marathon, not so much. But the library fella is back there. Whatever. But three-legged race is just a thing, right? Because we'd win. Yeah, that is a good point. We would win. Assuming that the actual proportions are right, because I'm assuming that the idea is that these birds are just normal birds. I haven't gone into detail about that. I still don't know that for sure. I'm assuming they're just small birds. Three-legged. Let's do... Ah! This is so difficult. Oh my God. I see what you mean. We're gonna do first aid tent. Salutations! You come to gaze into my eyes, mon ami? I heard the first aid team was short-handed. Salutations. Alas, spurned for the sake of medicine, I must work hard to prove my love. Anyway, happy to have you. As you can see, we have plenty of work to do. Aha, the obstacle course does always hurt a lot of birds. Why use a game designed for humans? Beyond me, mon ami. I suppose it's tradition. Where's the doctor? Shouldn't he be here too? Over there. He's resting in the shade of a tree, some distance away. It looks like he's taking notes on the performance of the birds on the racetrack. What's he doing over there? He doesn't want to ruin his girlish complexion working in the heat. He does the same thing every year. Is he taking notes on something? A lot of the birds graduating from the school get scouted by pro sports teams, so maybe he's checking up on the promising ones? Uh-oh, it started. We'll be busy soon. Get ready, mon ami. Yes, sir. And so I spent the sports festival patching up damaged doves with Yuya. I learned some first aid from her, so it was time well spent, I think. Okay, so that was kind of a crappy choice, actually. I really probably should have just done library. So, okay. First barrier for all students who make it this far, the midterm exam. I feel like I've learned, like, not a fucking thing, actually, but we're getting them back today. I don't think I did too well. Barnum! Gotta give him, like, the J. Jonah Jameson. Barnum! Yes? You worked hard. Keep going like that and you'll do just fine. One day, you could surpass me. I'd love to see that. I bet you would like to see me on top, wouldn't you? Just gonna move on from that. Guess I did pretty well after all. And Mr. Nanaki seemed happy with me too. Yay! Festival and the midterm over, there's nothing to look forward to but summer heat. Doves smell kind of funny when it gets humid like this. Huh? There's a bunch of birds in front of the staff room. What are they doing? Oh! Yuya, what's going on? Salutations, Jared. Brian won his 7th Pulitzer. He gestures at a news clipping on the staff room pinboard. To meet this Brian. It says, Brian, the first intelligent pigeon, crowned again. Don't tell me you don't know who he is. I think I've heard the name, but... He's the world's most famous He's a stock photo of a pigeon. Incredible. I'm so happy that this game exists. He's the world's most famous blogger. He began when birds were barely intelligent. He's a very skilled and insightful writer. He was the one who suggested that the Dove Olympics be called the Pidgey Olympics. He's extremely influential. The name was adopted right away. Why don't you look him up right now, mon ami? Try Googling Brian Pigeon. Okay. Oh my god. Okay. Uh-oh. Lunch is nearly over. Adieu, Jared. All in and around my mouth. Today is a good day. I feel like I'm shining. I wonder what I should do during break. Go to the... Well, I don't want to go to the infirmary. I don't really care about Ryuta. Brenda, no. Cafeteria would be all the popular people. Store might be kind of... God, I want them. I don't even know what to do at this point. Let's see. What to do? What to think? Go with my gut, huh? I think I'm gonna go then to the store, aka cafeteria. See, that's bullshit. It's always go with your gut. Do what you must. Do what you think is right. Let me tell you exactly where to go. I don't really need anything, but I think I'll go to the store. Typical human, right? Have no need to go, but I'm going to go to the store. It's like a penny social in there anyway. Wow, they got all sorts of things for sale, like ballpoint pens and milk. And though these nest building materials look like what you'd find in a human store's trash. My, how mature of you, want to be planning to settle down already? Damn it. Yuya! I knew it. I really had a feeling he was here. No, that's not it. I'm still a high school student. That may be so. But you know we doves reach sexual maturity within a year of birth. Well, I think we might have just figured out who the fast mover is, maybe. We already got that sort of semi-awkward hint, hint, wink, wink kind of dialogue here. They do? That seems a little hasty. That aside, what are you here to buy, Yuya? Your love, of course. I'm not good enough? Oh well, I'll have to try again later. This is how he talks to every girl he meets? God. I'm gonna let it slide. Not like it's surprising coming from him. I'll let it slide. Today's an elective day, yeah. What should I do? I'm going to attend. Let's do another math class, shall we? I find myself wondering what the math we learn is good for. Woo! And now we can draw a line perpendicular to the math class or nap time. Feel like a Judd Nelson fist pump. Yeah, leveled up again. Yeah, wisdom increased by 5. Yes. So now I've got a wisdom of 21. Back home today is Tanabata. Probably a bamboo tree in the plaza this year too. I think I'll go make a wish. And with that, I have no clue what Tanabata is. I'm actually curious, though. So, since we are at an interesting crossroads anyways, let me get an idea of what the hell Tanabata is. Aha. I see. So, Tanabata is a festival. It's a star festival. Evening of the 7th is a little English translation of it. It originates from the Chinese Qixi festival. It celebrates the meeting of the deities Orihime and Hikoboshi, represented by the stars Vega and Altair, respectively. According to the legend, the Milky Way separates these lovers, and they are allowed to meet only once a year on the 7th day of the 7th lunar month of the lunar solar calendar. The date of Tanabata varies by region of the country, but the first festivities begin on July 7th. That's the 7th day of the 7th month of the Gregorian calendar. The celebration itself, apparently, however, is held at various days between July and August. It was imported to Japan by the Empress Koken in 755. It originated from the festival to plead for skills, an alternative name for Qixi, which was celebrated in China and was also adapted into the Kyoto Imperial Palace from the Heian period, excuse me. Basically, it sounds like an excuse to go on a romantic date, and I am nothing. I tell you, nothing turns me into a bowl of soup quicker than the idea of a star-crossed date under the Milky Way. That sounds just wonderful. Sounds wonderful to me. So, Tanabata. Think I'll go make a wish. Wow, there's lots here already. Any birdie I know? Can you hear the song of the stars above? May they send you happiness, mon ami. Signed, Yuya. Morning conference on 10th. Leave 30 minutes early. Buy another alarm clock. May I wake up on time, Nanaki. Wednesday is garbage day. Remember. What should I wish for? The hell kind of choices are these? Holy crap, like this just went like straight up psychotic. It's like 2 options are for the sociopath. And then the other one's kind of like semi-selfish, but a little bit, I don't know. Conquer the world by force, rule the world from the shadows, become a famous artist. Well, I suppose, it's like the difference is, I guess I could say, conquer the world by force, I guess it'd be Hitler. Rule the world from the shadows, so I'm the Illuminati. And then I could become a famous artist. I mean, 1 or 2, world dominant. Okay, well, but do I want to rule it in public or from the shadows? Again, do I want to be Hitler? Or do I want to be puppet master? You know, that's... Because I really don't want to be an artist. That's a shitty degree to get. Anybody who wants to get an art degree, good lord, what a waste. But Illuminati. Exactly. Well, I'm gonna go rule the world from the shadows. I wish to take the oh my god. Jesus. I wish to take the reins of power through clever schemes and rule the world from the shadows. Kazuaki. Oh, hello. Is that you, Bynum? Oh my god. Here it comes. Yes! My teacher is my date. Yes. Mr. Nanaki. You should be careful out this late. It can be dangerous for a girl, you know. I was about to head home. Would you like me to walk you to your place? Oh my god. Oh my goodness. Oh, kazu desu ne. You're making me blush. Goodness gracious. Okay, okay, so, alright, so we're at a very, 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 very important crossroads here because I think we've kind of blown it on, on the bookworm. I'm pretty sure, because we really haven't interacted with him but once, and it didn't really go that well. And then we dealt with Yuya, and Yuya's interesting, but he's that short-term game. Now, this is the ultimate form of the long-term game, because, technically speaking, you know, I might not actually be able to legally date or marry him for a sophomore in high school, so probably not for another 3 years, maybe 2 years if they're if they're progressive. So he's offering to take me home. Oh, I hope it starts raining. This is just already the most romantic evening I've ever had. Yes, please. All right. He's very, very modest, too. He's very, very modest. Mr. Tanaki demonstrated some extreme sleeping on the way home, but we arrived eventually at my horrible, empty cave. Your house is very rustic, Bynum. I like it this way. It's wonderful to have a place to come back to, isn't it? Wonderful indeed. He looks a little sad. Sir? See you tomorrow. Don't forget your homework. You know, he puts up a strong front, but really on the inside he's crying. I know a lot of people like that. And as an aside, seriously, if you ever come into a situation where a bird you're caring about, a bird that you do care about, is hiding an emotional stress or a severe depression, is introverted or clamming up, don't do like my protagonist did in this game. Ask the bird a question. Ask them how they're feeling, how they're really feeling. That could mean the difference between a good day for that bird and a terrible year. So always keep that in mind. So he left, a somewhat hollow-sounding farewell echoing behind him. Or was it just my imagination? Because now we have the misleading narration, which, to make a point, this is actually an interesting concept, visual novels, in terms of the fact that they do rely on a sort of internal and, to some degree, external narration by your main character, your protagonist. Not necessarily the problem, but more of the stylistic choice there, is that to a certain degree, the events that you are experiencing in-game, the narrative events, the character beats, the dialogue choices here and there, a lot of it is actually skewed to some degree. A, by the actual writers of the visual novel in question, and B, by the fact that this is actually being presented not necessarily through you. You're not literally, one-to-one, interjecting into the story. If anything, you're simply making what almost comes off as arbitrary ABC multiple choice answer, attempts. And then your character will then respond or say something or will iterate on what you just decided, as it were. And I'm not saying this game necessarily does that. I think this little dialogue here, or was it just my imagination? I think it's just kind of an interesting little example of it. It's a very minor example, though. There are, from what I understand, several examples within the visual novel genre that actually do depend and or center around this concept of a skewed perspective due to the narration or the dialogue of the protagonist character. So with that aside, or was it just my imagination? We shall. I suppose we'll find out. I hope we do, because it's very, very interesting little thing there. Today's an elective day. What should I do? Well, I've done math twice now. I haven't done gym class at all. So I'm thinking we might want to balance this out a bit. We've got two in wisdom, one in charisma, and now we're gonna have one decent little level up in vitality. So Rock Dub is wiggling about on the surface of the water, advancing neither forwards nor backwards. Exciting stuff. You can't swim, Ryota? I'm doing my best. I'm going to learn before I graduate. They're leveled up. Vitality increased by 5. Which is really weird, too. I did gym. Yes, I did gym. So I got my finals back today. Not sure I did too well. Final. Sir? Well done. You've gotten even better. Keep up the good work. Yes, sir. Blushing the whole time I'm saying that. Success. So what's next? This is absolutely like... Today's the last day. It's been a semester already. Sometimes it seemed long and sometimes it seemed short, but either way, it's summer now. I need to check all the assigned books before I go home. There will be a lot of students coming in to borrow their summer reading pretty soon. Yeah, because again, I think I picked library as an after-school activity, an hour and a half ago, and we've had literally one experience in said library. Really weird how this school works. It's as though my character, I guess by the very nature that they are human, just does not give a shit about the fact that, there's more to life than just trying to get your teacher to bone you. Moving on. Today is the closing ceremony, so there are fewer birds in here than usual. Even fewer birds in here than usual, excuse me. Just to emphasize that. Am I the only one? Well, that just makes my job easier. No shit. But I'm probably not alone. I've seen this situation before. Nageki? No reply. Maybe he's not here. Are you here, Nugget? Please be quiet in the library. Hello. You're rather noisy today. Did you want some? You're rather noisy today. Did you want something? Nope. I was just wondering if you were here. Of course. I'm always here. Next he's gonna say he's a ghost. He replies from his corner in a somewhat annoyed tone of voice. Oh, the book he's holding. That's a signed reading this semester. Is it any good? Not really. I'm almost done with it. It forces its safe, ethical viewpoint on the reader, like all assigned reading. The whole concept is inane. Why force everyone to read the same books? It is pretty boring most of the time. There's just a hotbed of personality in this room. What do you like to read? You volunteered to work here, so you must like books. I was wondering what to read next. So you want me to recommend something? He nods. What about... Alright, moment of truth here. Now... Okay, now here, okay, so... He is snarky. Yeah, but okay, so I've got to pick a book to recommend to him. I've got two choices. I've got Night on the Galactic Railroad, which could very well be like a... What sounds like a weird Prince record. I've got that option, and I've got Hore Hato, or Ore Hato. Ore Hato. Now, Ore Hato... Ore Hato. Well, I don't know. It just seems like it's almost like Japanese nonsense. I even looked that up just to be sure. I was having to kind of double take on that, wondering if that was a Black Butler Doujinshi. Oh my. Well, I mean, I guess. Well, that's the thing, though. That's the thing. He is intelligent. He's very intelligent. Obviously, he's very book smart. And he would seemingly like is too pretentious, which does kind of beg the question, because he was saying he doesn't like. You know, that's very. I'm thinking science fiction. I don't know. I'm really thinking that might be right up his alley. Because, again, he hasn't really offered much or volunteered much in terms of his likes and dislikes. So, I mean, I'm basically flying in the wind here. So, I want to do, yeah, let's do Night on the Galactic Road. Now, watch him get really snarky and be like, I've already read that. And it's shitty. It seems like it was written for a 4th grader. Too stereotypical. I'll be... Son of a bitch. Oh, sorry. You've already read it, I imagine. Yes. Though... I liked it, too. Oh... And so I spent the afternoon working in the library, occasionally exchanging a word with Nageki. Time flows slowly by. This sort of thing is nice too. Oh, interesting. We may still have a chance here, huh? It's easy to fall out of practice and get fat and lazy during summer vacation. A hunter-gatherer's body is their way of life. So maybe I'll go running today. Oh, look at all the sights. Look at all these. Oh, shit. Whoa. Aha, that was a good run. A true running girl's way to start vacation. Wonder how far I ran. I always lose track of where I'm going once the runner's high kicks in. Wait, where am I? Must have wandered out of my usual stomping ground at some point. Which way did I come from? Don't fail me now, Paleolithic homing instinct. The sun's setting. I'd rather not sleep outside. Hey, you. Who the hell is this? I don't know you. Where'd you come from? This is like straight up guilty to your music. Wow, that's okay. Yes. Sparrow sits next to me, squinting up in her face. Her wing is resting on a motor scooter. It looks a little bit vintage. How cute. I feel a strange pressure. I can tell right away that the Sparrow isn't any hurry. I'm from St. Vincent Nation. I was out for a run and got lost. You ran all the way from there? You must be good. About a 2-hour drive. What? I guess that's why my legs suffer. I wonder if I'll be able to run home again. I like the cut of your jib. Anyone that is determined deserves to ride home. Come on. The intimidating Sparrow gestures at her scooter. It's a little small, but we should both fit, I think. Thank you. May I ask your name? Koshiba Azumi. I sell takoyaki. Call me Azumi. Thank you, Azumi. Okay, so I don't know where this is going. This might be going somewhere very interesting. You're a very cautious driver. Carve it into your soul, kid. One accident is all it would take, and that would be the end of both of our lives. It may seem strange to a young girl like you, but once you've lost someone, you'll understand. There is a far-off look in her eyes. I'm sure you know what you're talking about, but at this rate I might get home faster by walking. Do you think we'll get there by dawn? Carve it into your soul. The speed limit is for scooters is 30 kilometers per hour. We're not even going that fast. Following traffic laws is part of my credo. Isn't riding tandem against the law too? That rule is for humans. Birds are light, so one or two more doesn't stop the brakes from working. We're fine like this. But here's the question. It's a rebel with a dark past, but she's clearly a female, right? And she's clearly got the dark past thing going on. It's like maybe she lost somebody in a scooter accident. My thing is though because again, this is extremely Japanese already. We've got a lot of your major hallmarks of, I guess, the stereotypical visual novel, as it were. We've got sort of the caricatured, dating choices of, again, the popular rich kid, the womanizing, pretty boy, the bookish book, the bookworm. We can technically hit on the teacher. We can learn more about him. And now we've encountered a obviously very forward female Sparrow. And who rides a scooter. It's kind of like the rebel without a cause attitude as James nailed it. And I don't know. I'm not necessarily saying this is going to be the case, but considering that I am a female character interacting with a female on her scooter, I would not be shocked if this is some sort of. It may not be a proper route or thread, narratively speaking, in the game, but I wonder if maybe she won't end up being some sort of relationship option in the soon-to-be future, as it were, or the very, very near future, as it were. So, but I'm not a bird, and so we putted along at Azumi's hyper-cautious speed. By the time we got to my house, it was almost light out. So we spent all night with her too. Like, see, I'm pretty, still a long time until the semester starts, and I still have a lot of homework. Maybe I should apply for a part-time job since I have the chance. I will. Okay, so major choice time, part-time employment. I can get a job or I can forget it. Now, me being me, I would have to assume that, well, I think it's kind of a no-brainer. I probably should get a job, especially if it makes things move a bit quicker. As far as getting through the summer and so on and so forth. Um, what time is it? What do we got? What do we got on the time right now? 1:26. Okay. Here's what I'm gonna do. If viewers are willing, I would like to take a short 10 to 15-minute smoke break if that doesn't kill if that doesn't completely kill the momentum, if it is not a problem, because I need to at least stretch my legs for just a moment. I have been sitting here for quite some time.